OMG. Welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jodi Dunn, and I am coming at you with my very last cash stuffing for 2021. OMG. Happy New Year's Eve, or Happy New Year's if you watch this after today, which is New Year's Eve. I hope you have a fantastic new year, and I wish you all of the abundance, all of the gratitude, all of the great things for the new year. So I'm a week late on posting this video. I actually meant to post it last week, but you already know that it was Christmas time. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you know, like we didn't get to see any family for Christmas this year. I already explained all that anyways. So I was just kind of in a funk and I just didn't feel like posting a video. But I am not in a funk anymore. I get to see my EJ tomorrow. I think I am so excited. Everybody is doing well. So thank you for all of you that, you know, sent your prayers or left your concerns. I appreciate it so much. Everybody is doing really well now. And I'm so excited to see my daughter, to see my son-in-law, and to see my grandson. All right, so we're going to do our very last cash stuffing of 2021. I stuff sinking funds. I'm going to go over what my plan is for 2022 savings challenge. I didn't make a lot of changes to my 2022 sinking funds. There were a few things I took out that I no longer have a need to save for, like Grayson's wedding. Debt, I think I took out because I paid off my credit cards in 2021. But I'm also gonna go over with you what I accomplished for the whole year, which was so awesome. And go over with you the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck workbook. That's what I used all of 2021, and I ordered a new one for 2022, so I'm just gonna show it to you. So before we get to the kitchen table and do the cash stuffing and go over some other things, I just wanted to just put this out there. It's been a while since I've talked about this, but a couple of reminders. Number one, you wouldn't know this if you're new, if you just saw this video. I will have a link posted in the description box. It's a whole playlist of my 2021 savings challenge and then basically all of my cash stuffings through the year if you want to watch that. But just a reminder, I am a totally cashless spender, meaning I don't pull out cash to go to the grocery store or pay bills or anything like that. Paychecks go in the bank. I pay them with debit card or online or all that other stuff. But I do pull cash out for my sinking funds, and sinking funds are simply an expense I know is coming that I need to save for instance, car insurance or Christmas or birthday gifts or things like that. And I do that because, as I've explained in all of those other videos, we were really bad about the money going in our account and just swiping it away. And this has saved me, even though I am a totally cashless spender. I do pull out cash for my sinking funds. If you're not comfortable with cash, then don't use cash. Use a separate account. There are different ways you can allocate money. Finances are so incredibly personalized, so not everybody is going to do it the same. I'm simply sharing with you what I'm doing. And then it's been a while since I've recommended these books, but it is coming up on a new year, and I'm definitely going to be listening to both of these. They are two of my favorites as far as money mindset goes. And I'm just going to throw this out there, and this probably is going to make some people mad. I know it made me mad when I first heard it. But if you don't have the money you wish you had, it is a money mindset issue. I don't have the money I wish I had because I still have money mindset issues, but they are way better. We no longer live paycheck to paycheck, which we did for over 20 years. It's just so much financial strain, and I am so happy to be out of that. But the two books I highly recommend, you got to start fixing your money mindset, which we all have money mindset issues. Some are way worse than others. Mine are, I don't even know where I would range them now. I still work on it every day. I have like so many home improvement things that I want to do, which would probably cost me, if I wanted to do them all at once, I don't even know, $20,000 or $30,000. I don't have $20,000 or $30,000 that I can sink into new carpet, new paint, new furniture, all of the things that I want to do. And the reason I don't is because I have money issues. I block money. It is much better. But if you don't have the money that you wish you had, you're blocking money, and you got to cut that out. It's super hard. It is so hard, but it is so worth it. I definitely changed my language a long time ago. I don't use certain words like the B-R-O-K-E word. I don't ever use that word, because what you speak about, you bring about. But anyways, highly recommend Jen Sincero's You Are a Bad A, I won't say that word in case kids are watching, at Making Money. I listened to it on Audible. She is fantastic at reading the book to you. It just feels like you're having a conversation with a friend. I've already listened to that Audible. I also have the hardback cover. That's how much I like the book. I don't know. I've listened to the Audible 20 times. And then Secrets to a Millionaire Mind by T. Arv Ecker, I think. Anyways, I popped a picture up on the screen. Highly recommend those books. If you don't have Audible, if you can't afford the book, check your local library. If you've been with me for a while, then you already know my favorite saying by Tony Robbins is, people don't lack resources, they lack resourcefulness. There are free resources out there to help you if you don't have the money to buy the book, or if you don't have the money to do Audible. Audible, I think, is free your first month. So anyways, all right, we are gonna head to the kitchen table. I'm so excited to do our last cash stuffing for the year. I appreciate you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let's go stuff some cash. All right, here we are at the kitchen table. I've got everything set up. We're gonna go through a few things at the end after I do my cash stuffing. But most of you know, if you have followed through the whole year, but if you're new, you may not know, that I found the Budget Mom in the end of 2020. And that's when I kind of created this whole different way of budgeting for us and some cash envelope stuffing and that type of stuff. So I did order my 2022 Budget Mom Paycheck Planner. I had ordered it for 2021. At the time, she has two different versions, the big book, and then these are individual monthly books. This was all she had when I ordered it, because it was like in January, I think, or the very end of December last year. So she was already sold out of those books. So this year I decided to opt for the big book and the little planner, just to see how I liked them different, or if there was one I liked better, or that type of thing. So you do not need any type of fancy planners to do budgeting. I highly recommend you check out her channel. Like I said, I learned a ton from her, and I tweaked it to my own family's needs and things like that, which everybody's gonna do, because finances are so personalized. If you're from my couponing channel, then you already know I use my rebate money for all couponing, but I will also take from my rebate money every now and again and splurge, and that's how I bought the Budget Mom Paycheck system. That's exactly what I did last year. So I'm gonna go through just that for you real quick. I'm not affiliated with her. I don't have a discount code or anything I can give you. I don't get anything if you buy it. Again, you don't need a fancy planner. I just really like this system. It helps me, and I'll go through at the end how it does. And then let's just talk about what I have decided on for my 2022 savings challenges before we get into our very last cash stuffing of 2021. So I decided to keep this super duper simple for 2022 savings challenge. You already know I did the 100 envelope challenge for 2021. That video is linked in the playlist that's down in the description box. It's, I think, the first video of that playlist if you want to watch that and maybe do that for 2022. It was super fun. I wanted to do something a little bit more simple for 2022, and because I get so impatient, I decided to cut it to like 6 months. So I'm going to do a couple of different things for 2022. So I told you when I did my counting of all my savings challenges from 2021, I wanted to see if I could do that in 6 months. So my goal for 2021 was to save, I think the 100 envelope challenge, the way I did it, would get me $2,514. And so I want to see if I can do that in 6 months. It's going to be a stretch for sure. So I'm not writing out any envelopes. So 2,500 in 6 months is my goal. So I need to save approximately $420 a month to hit that goal in 6 months. Now, for us personally, again, finances are super duper personalized. Both my husband and I, the majority of our income comes from variable income, meaning it changes month to month. So I didn't want to put myself in a box basically and say that I had to save $420 a month. I know that's what I need to do to hit my 6-month goal of $2,520, but I also know that our income varies month to month, and it's been long enough now that I can kind of gauge which months are going to be less income and which months are going to be more income. So that way, if we have a bigger month, I can stash more away in that month and kind of prepare for maybe a slower month where maybe it would be really challenging for me to put $400 away towards savings. So that's why I didn't do any envelopes for that. The other fun challenge I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, of course, do my 5s and 1s again, where I just save up any extra 5s and 1s that I get. I did that last year, but I didn't start it at the beginning of the year. So I'm excited to see what I can save if I start it at the beginning of the year. So I'll just put any extra 5s and 1s in a bucket or an envelope or whatever you wanna put it in. The other fun thing I thought I would do, and I think that this is a really easy challenge. Well, I shouldn't say easy because, again, finances are so personalized, so it totally depends on you. But I'm going to do, it's 2022, so I'm going to save $22 per week. You could even do $20 per week. You could do $5 per week. The amount doesn't matter. It only matters that you're doing some type of savings. So I'm going to do $22 per week. If I do that every week for 52 weeks, that'll give me $1,144. And I found one of these in my stockpile. I'm going to put my $22 a week in this. So that's what I'm kind of planning on for my 2022 savings challenge. I'm going to push myself to save what I saved basically in a whole year for 6 months. I'm going to push myself to get it done in 6 months. So, all right, we're going to cut over now and do our December cash stuffing of our envelopes. All right, let's get these envelopes stuffed with cash. So I have my 2 cash binders that I've been using all year long in 2021. This one is one that I touch almost every single month, and this is one that I don't touch every single month. These are my sinking funds. These are for long-term savings or possibly short-term savings. They are things that I know are coming that I will have an expense for that I'm saving for month by month, so it doesn't hit me all at once. And I get asked all the time, where did I get these? I went on Amazon, I searched cash stuffing system, a whole bunch of options came up, and these were the 2 I like, so these were what I picked. The envelopes came with them, but I think I did order some extra envelopes. I bought stickers from Walmart to label them, but I didn't even have stickers in here for, I don't know, my first 6 months. So again, it doesn't require anything fancy. You don't have to spend a lot of money to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and stuff my sinking funds. And I also get asked all of the time, how do you know what to put in each one? It depends on your goals. So for instance, I have car insurance due once every 6 months. So I know how much approximately that's gonna be. I split that up into 6 months. That's what I put in that envelope. There are going to be other things in here that I don't necessarily have a goal like for miscellaneous. This is just if things come up miscellaneously that I didn't have a budget category for or something. I just put whatever extra that I can put in here. I have a close envelope. I don't have a goal for that. I just take, okay, what do we have left after I've paid myself, after I funded the bills I know are coming, and paid all the bills for the month, like the car payments, the house payments, the utilities, all that stuff. What do I have left extra that I can put in those funds? So, all right, so we're gonna do the one that we touch pretty much every single month. And the first one is gonna be miscellaneous, and I'm gonna put $100 in miscellaneous today. And then at the end, I'm gonna tell you, been doing this, these sinking funds for a whole year now, what I have been able to accomplish with this. Next is gonna be fun, and I'm gonna do 150 in fun. And this is basically anything we wanna do as a family that might be fun, or my husband and I joined a bowling league, so that's obviously fun. Well, I think it is. But it costs money, so I want to set money aside for that. So I'm going to put 150 in here, so I should now have 228. So I got 50, 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 215, 220, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 228 in our fun envelope. Next is going to be giving. I use this a lot for my Wealth Wednesdays. I will leave that video linked in the description box if you want to check that video out. I really explained what Wealth Wednesday is, why I do it, how it has helped me tremendously to grow my finances. So I'm going to do $30 into Wealth Wednesday today. So $30, and I should now have 110. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. All right, next is gonna be home expenses. And I keep trying to beef this one up, and then something happens, and but I'm so grateful I have this, because I never had this before. And if something happens, I have money. So I'm gonna put $150 into home expenses today. So now I should have 200, so I have 152. And I really can't be mad. What happened was our microwave broke. And it was 29 years old, you guys. So I had to buy a new microwave. It cost me like $100. So it's totally fine. I had the money set aside. It didn't hurt my budget for the month at all, because I had planned money set aside for home expenses. All right, beauty. I almost just about drained this because the girls and I got our hair done. Let me see, did I want to put, yes, I'm just going to put $100 bill in here, and I had 50, so now I should have 1, 20, 40, 5, 50. The girls and I got our hair done for Grayson's wedding when we were in Florida, so a big bulk of that went to that. So this beauty envelope is strictly for hair appointments or nail appointments. That's it. All right, next is going to be pet, and this is just for if I have any vet expenses or things like that. I'm going to put $100 in pet today. And that should give me 160. So 120, 40, 60. And next is gonna be clothes. Oh, this stupid thing. Oh, I forgot. Here's the only thing I don't like about these envelopes. This is actually the only one that's done this to me, and I forgot about it. These little tabs, if you pull too hard, they fly off. Well, this one's like stuck shut. I can't get it open. Because it's like one of those, you know, that when you pull one way, it comes off, and when you pull the other way, it closes. And I can't seem to get it open. So I'm going to have to dang cut this envelope, which makes me really sad. So I can't even open it right now. I have $100 in here, and I'm gonna put 150. So I should have, did I have 100? Or did I put, I can't read that. Close 150. I don't know how much it looks like I do have $100 in here. And I put that I wanted to put 150, but then I only put 200. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to that one since I can't open it. Dad, you know what? I'm gonna take this one out because we paid off the credit cards in 2021. And I'll just remove the stickers and I'll use this for something else. I haven't decided. I'm really not changing up my sinking funds too much, other than taking a few things out that I won't have expenses for anymore. All right, so we're done with that binder. Now we're gonna move on to our big binder. I'm not stuffing anything for Christmas. I paid for Christmas, totally funded it, which was so awesome. Gifts, I am going to add money to. I'm gonna add $200 today to gifts. And this I used, so we should now have $339. So 1, 2, 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I use this for any presents I need to buy during the year. I use this like when it's my girl's birthday and they want dinner out, the money comes out of here, all of that good stuff. So I just used a bunch of it because we had 2 birthdays in December and EJ's birthday is in January. So I already bought his birthday gifts and it didn't have to affect my budget because I had already planned for it and saved money for it. So I don't have a specific goal for this one necessarily. I just put money away every single month. All right, my car tabs for when our registration is due. Normally I've been putting $50 every month in this because our registration will be due in May for both cars. And it's gonna be about $400. Today I'm gonna put $150 because I had a little extra. So next month I'll only have to put $50 in and I'll have my goal met for when the bill comes due in May and I won't have to put anything in there. So we should now have $350 in here. So 1, 2, 53, 50. And if you're not from Michigan and you're like, holy crap, that's super expensive. Yes, it is. Michigan is one of the highest states for renewing your tabs and car insurance. Home improvements. I'm gonna put $750 in here today. So excited. Now that I have the credit cards paid off, I can take a lot of extra income that we have and put it into home improvement things that I want to do. And I do have the painter scheduled to come in January to work on another project. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, I grabbed exactly 7. How does that happen? Probably because I was in banking forever and I get a feel for how much money is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 750. So we have $750 put away for home improvements. Car insurance, I'm not stuffing because I finished this goal in November, which was so awesome. So I have my money saved for 6 months of car insurance. Taxes, I'm gonna put $400 towards taxes today. And that should give me $1,700 in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 57. So we have $1,700 towards taxes. And then next is going to be emergency fund. And I'm gonna put $200 today in emergency fund. So that should give me $1,600. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 55, 56. $1,600 in the emergency fund. And then I think we just have one more left to stuff. We're almost out of cash here, so I hope so. Oh, nope, we got 2. Car, so this is just going to be any car maintenance that we have to do, like oil changes, when and if we need new tires, things like that. So I'm going to put $100 into car maintenance today. So we should have $465. 1, 2, 50, 3, 54, 20, 40, 65. And then the last one is vacation. So I did have $300, I think, no, $350. Saved up for a vacation. We used that when we went to Florida. Everything was super duper expensive. I feel like it's always more expensive than what you plan. Plus we were at a resort. We didn't leave the resort. So, you know, just even going and buying a pop cost $4 freaking. So I'm going to put $150 towards vacation today. I have $350s left, so $150. I definitely want to do a fun vacation next year. I don't know what it'll be. I don't know if it'll be anything big or just something small, but anyways, I want to plan for it. All right, so that is our last cash stuffing for 2021. So you guys already know, if you watched the previous video, what I accomplished with the actual savings challenge. In 2021, I also accomplished paying off $10,300 in credit card debt. I'm so excited. And then I accomplished everything I saved for my sinking funds. So at the end now of 2021, after I took all the money out that I've used for Christmas, I've already saved 6 months worth of car insurance that I already paid. We already paid our car tabs last year. So this money gets touched often from those expenses. But right now what I have saved in my sinking funds alone is about $7,500. It's just over $7,500. I am so excited on what I was able to accomplish this year. It's been a lot. All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera around now and I'm just gonna show you real quick the Budget Mom system, why I love it. And again, you don't need anything fancy. You can do this in a notebook. So let's cut over to that. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly show you what I got. So again, I did order both systems because I didn't have this one last year, so I don't know if I would like this one better. And I wanted to try it out. And then I ordered the same thing that I had last year, except for it's in a different layout. So basically this is a box set of 12 and it just opens like that. And there's like some stickers in here if you want to use in there. There's an instruction sheet and then all of the months are listed. So I'll just quickly show you basically how I use it. So this says January and you open it up and it has your January calendar. So I just mark this with the dates and I write the days we're getting paid. I write the bills that we have and approximately what they're gonna be. Well, if they're bills, I usually know about how much they're gonna be. Obviously, like the consumer's bill varies month to month. It's always higher in December because we're using more heat, things like that. But for the most part, I know I write any of my like monthly subscriptions, like my Netflix and things like that. I have Dropbox so that I know what date it's coming out of my account. That happens automatically. There's a note section here. And then there is different sections in here for paycheck. So I think there's 2, yes, 2 per. And there's like 5, I think, paycheck sections. There's 3. There's 4. So if you get paid weekly, you've got 5 different sections in here to budget per paycheck if there's 5. We don't, we basically get paid once a month. So I'll just write like the paycheck date up here, what the income I'm projecting is, and then what I need to pay with it. And then this is where I figure out what I'm gonna stuff in my sinking funds. I don't do cash envelopes. I only do sinking funds because I don't spend any money in cash. I use my debit card. The money goes directly into the bank and I go to the grocery store with my debit card. I pay my bills online, so I don't have any cash envelopes. I just use my sinking funds. So I'll just write that down. The biggest help for me has definitely been tracking my expenses, which I was not doing before. So towards the back here, she has several pages of expense tracker. So basically, I use this as a checkbook. If any of y'all are old school like me, where we used to write everything down in the checkbook and keep track of our balances that way before we had online banking, that's what I do. It holds me way more accountable to know what I have going out, what I have coming in, so that way if maybe my spending gets a little out of control, I can go, oh, hang on. And I will tell you, ever since we switched, it's been about 5 or 6 months to basically a once a month paycheck. It has been more challenging. I was better at doing this when we got paid every 2 weeks, of keeping up with it. So I have to remind myself that at least weekly, I gotta go in and I gotta write down, what did we spend? Where are we at? What did we pay? All of that good stuff. But this helped me, especially in the beginning, of tracking expenses that I didn't even know were happening, like subscriptions I forgot about, and I was able to go ahead and cancel those if I didn't use them, things like that. So I love this set. That's what I used for all of 2021. And then this is going to be the same thing, except for it's just bigger. It's just one book instead of separate books. But she does have a couple of different things in here, like you can do, like if you want to color in these things. There's like a yearly savings tracker. There's some other pages in here. Memberships, if you want to write down, you know, your monthly thing, your financial plan, your goal worksheet. So there's some extra pages in here that are not in the little books, but same principle. You've got your calendar. It's just a much bigger view. And then you've got your paycheck. So my income, what did I budget? What did I actually get? What bills do I need to pay out of this paycheck? What am I putting towards sinking funds from this paycheck? All of that good stuff. So that's all in here. And then again, you've got, I think 5, and then you've got your expense trackers just in a much bigger view. So I'm not sure which one I will like better, but I did go ahead and get both. And there you go. That's what I got. I wanted to share how I will be tracking and all of that good stuff for 2022. I wanted to share with you what my 2022 savings challenge goals were, and then did our last cash dumping of 2021. It has been a whole entire year now that I have been using those binders for my sinking funds, and it has worked out so well for us. All right, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you so much, and I'm gonna see you again soon. Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.